Demari Gordon, and this is the NWI High School Football Playoff Predictions. I'm joined by
Brody Sierra.
Braden Olson.
Noah Cena.
All right, let's get right into it. The first matchup we have is Maryville versus Valpo. What are we thinking? I mean, Valpo, I feel like, is a very solid team. They did lose regular season against Maryville, unfortunately, but you know what? I feel like Valpo is just enough power and willpower and strength to go ahead and do what they need to do to come back, you know?
Yeah, I'd like to go off of that, what you just said. They are doing really well right now. They did beat Chesterton 20-21 in the playoffs, and that's big. And because, Chesterton almost beat Maryville, so did Michigan City. The Michigan City score against Maryville was 14-12. Did you see that?
Of course. Yeah, Maryville is also another very solid team. 10-1 record, that is phenomenal. No matter who you are, 10-1, that's just good. They have nice players on there. J.Q. Johnson, John Peters,
Jordan
Sanders, Jalen Ramsey, all phenomenal athletes. I feel like they are going to play a huge role in this game, along with, Valpo's key players. Kellen Hosack, first-year varsity starter as a junior. That's very good. Julian Stokes, he's already been proving himself. Austin McKenzie, same as Kellen, first-year varsity starter. He's a senior, though. Yeah. Brendan Gagan and Tice Morris dominating the defense.
Especially last game.
Game. Yeah, it is just – I feel like Valpo has this one.
We know, we have to talk about the negatives, though, because we can't just be talking about positive about both teams. And we have to talk about Kellen Hosack's performance on the last game. He had 2 interceptions and threw 2 touchdowns. And Maryville's a better defensive team than Chesterton.
One of the picks was batted up in the air.
It was batted up in the air and
one of them
picked
was
up
his
by.
fault,
Seems like a lot of excuses for.
Well,
he threw 73 yards.
But he had 2 touchdowns.
He had 1 passing did he have a rushing touchdown too?
Did he? Yeah. I thought.
73 passing yards for a quarterback.
And 5 completions. That's not enough passing.
They're relying on their running game a lot, and I feel if Maryville can stomp out that run game with their defense.
When you have a running back like Thomas Berta, why?
But he's beat up though.
Why not use him?
Well, he's beat up.
Yeah, maybe he might be beat up, but we saw what he went ahead and did against Chesterton, right? Beat up or not, he's still out there toting that rock very, very well. So, that's got to say something.
Yeah, we know all about that. It's just shaky pass game, amazing run game for Valpo, but Maryville, they're just gonna. I feel like they could just stomp on.
Also with the hit or miss.
Because they only have 1
back
loss
to
of
what
the
you
game.
said, Braden. Last game, he had way more than 73 because he had those 2 touchdowns to Juju. Those are both 50-yard touchdowns.
50-yard touchdowns.
So,
and like I said, Julian Stokes, phenomenal athlete.
Yeah.
So but just like Valpo's running back, Maryville, J.Q. Johnson, he's very hard to take down. He's very fast. Short, stocky guy. It's just hard to take down. I think Valpo's going to have to figure out a way to take him down. Because regular season, that is
let me adjust my stuff. 73 yards against Chesterton in their first meeting. That was my bad, 100%. But he popped off against them. Maryville defense, 35-7 against Valpo first meeting. Sat Maryville again. I don't see them really changing anything.
Yeah. Well, with all that said, I have Valpo taking the win 20-14.
I got Valpo winning 28-21.
Okay.
If Kellen Hosack plays like he did last game against Maryville with 124 yards and 2 interceptions, I don't see Valpo winning this game at all. Let's go Maryville 24, Valpo 7.
These games we always have it's always Valpo Maryville in playoff situations. And I feel like it's going to be a very close game, but I think Maryville is going to pull off because they only have 1 loss of the season. It was to Crown Point, and the score is going to be 15-7.
Whoa.
Because I feel like they're putting that 2-point play in there.
All right, then. Then we have Andran versus Lafayette Central Catholic. Two good teams for where they're at. Andran coming off a 35-0 win against Bremen. That's, very, very, very good.
Against a solid Braden team. That was
Solid team,
very, very solid.
That's very good. They do have a lot of key players, a lot on the O-line, a lot on the D-line, a lot in the linebacker position. But one in particular that stands out to me, James Finley. He is a wide receiver slash DB slash safety. He is dominant in all the positions that you put him at. You could just tell he is just an athlete, and he wants to go out there and prove to everybody that just because of the school that he goes to, that doesn't mean nothing. He could go out there and perform.
He definitely proved it against Valpo, too.
He did prove it against
Every kick
Valpo.
return was 20-plus yards.
Got a pick 6 for a touchdown.
2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns. That is just
Incredible stat line.
incredible stat line.
Mm-hmm. I mean, James Finley is a 3-star, and he's committed to Northern Illinois, and he leads the team in interceptions, touchdowns, and receiving yards. And he's second in his team in tackles, and it just shows how much he puts in for this team and why they need him so bad. But we have to talk about they have really a good defensive end duo. Angel Torres and Landon Murray, both having 7 sacks for the season. And, I mean, Angel Torres is a dominant defensive end. He has 2 caused fumbles, too, for the season. And I just like to point that out for him.
Yeah. Do you guys think that they have what it takes, though, to take down a Lafayette Central Catholic 11-0 football team? 11-0 is very impressive, whatever team you're on.
Let me put this out there. So, I believe Andrian can, and I believe they will. As much as we go on how good James Finley is, I mean, they're running their duo back there. I mean, they have Renya and Stovall they split reps. I mean, they're running it, man. I don't mean.
Yeah, I know. We're talking about the offense for Andrian a lot. Are we talking about the defense? Are they going to be able to stop a guy like Hudson Gutwin? Has 12 receiving touchdowns and 2 interceptions. It looks like he's a two-way player as well.
I like to go off of that, Demari. You bring a great point up. I really like how you brought up Hudson, but we can talk about the best. I feel like Lafayette Central Catholic has one of the best wide receiver duo / they both play defense. It's Hudson Goodwin and Jackson Kane. I mean, they both have 50-plus receiving yards per game, and Hudson has 12 receiving touchdowns, while James Kane has 7. And Jane Kane leads the team in tackles. 9.8 tackles per game is phenomenal as a player.
Insane.
And Gutwin leads his team in interceptions. I feel like it's just they're going to pull away with this. And can we get to the predictions, or you guys have any input?
I got one more I'd like to say. I feel like if Andrian can use the run game, and if Brady Ellish has a great game, I believe they will win this game. And if those 2 guys can get open and they play like how they usually play with those 9.8 tackles and all that, it's going to be a shootout. But I'll go first. I think Andrian is going to win this game. I think it's going to be kind of low scoring compared to what Andrian usually puts up. I think it's going to be 24. I'll say 24-14 Andrian.
Great. I'm going with Central Lafayette. I'm not gonna lie. Same score Lafayette Central. Same score. I just feel like having 2 wide receivers that are really good threats. That is just it's hard to stop whether you could run or throw the ball. But I got Lafayette.
Well, personally, I got Andrian winning this one. James Finley, the O-line's great. Coming off 2 blowout wins, 35-0 and a 19-0. Give me Andrian 24-17.
Hey, also with 4-star Ben Novat too.
Yep.
Wisconsin commit going.
That's going to be pretty tough to
tough.
I know Braden's going to hate me, but I feel like they're going to choke under the pressure, and it's going to be – the score is going to be 21-14 for Lafayette winning.
I like
I'm
that.
going to bring that. Okay, let's go then.
And with those predictions, we have next Crown Point versus Carroll, guys. Nice, wonderful 6A matchup. Crown Point, very, very good team. Powerhouse team. They're 24-1 over the last 2 seasons, with their only loss being against Ben Davis in the state championship game. Nice senior leader, Noah Ehrlich. Very good athlete, very good quarterback, very calm under pressure. He could run and throw the ball. He knows how to make reads. not only him, but Trevor Gibbs, linebacker / tight end. He is a big guy. They've dominated every single team that they've went against by over 30 points so far, and they're undefeated. So, I don't know. I don't know how we're feeling about that.
Yeah, they're just a very experienced, polished team. I mean, it's really hard to go against that. But I feel like Carroll, there is some. We could talk about the positives with Carroll. They have 9-game winning streak, a solid run core, 2 guys in the rotation that are averaging 50-plus yards per game, while their QB is also rushing 60 yards per game, which is insane. And I think Carroll will put up a fight, but will it be enough to stop Crown Points?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Carroll is a really good team, phenomenal team. 9-2. That's also a nice one.
Only losses to Southeastern and Center Grove, which are two solid programs. They weren't like both those teams haven't been like how they used to in the past, but they're still really solid. But losing to Southeastern by so much, I see it. Crown Point. The real question is though, I see it Crown Point, but they put 35 up on every team they played. Do you think they'll put up 35 on Carroll?
I
think Carroll's going to be a team that's going to give them a fight.
Yeah, I feel like
that's what's going to happen because
I feel like they're going to give them a run for their money.
It's going to be a high-scoring game. That's what I'm going to say because I think they're going to make them guess themselves on the run. Carroll has a run and passing game because when you look at their I want to bring up Jimmy Sullivan, the senior for he's Carroll's quarterback, and he has 10 rushing touchdowns, 21 passing touchdowns, and throughout the season he has 1,717 yards for the passing for the season, and that's just incredible.
That's an incredible stat,
I really think if it's going to be a high-scoring game, that's what it's going to be, and that's how it's going to end.
I do not think it'd be a high-scoring game for Carroll.
It is Crown Point.
They put 20. They put 20 up on. Portage put 20 on them, but they beat them by 58-20, so they beat them by 38.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, but
high scoring.
It's going to be high scoring for both sides.
No.
I feel like it's going to be a shootout.
No, Crown Point faced a team from Arizona who put up 50 points each game, and they put up 7 on them.
That's Arizona.
But
that's Arizona.
Arizona's
not Indiana.
Look at these wide receivers. Look at these stats. 21 passing touchdowns for the quarterback. That's good.
You play every.
It's gonna be a blowout.
You play every Fort Wayne.
I don't believe it's gonna be a blowout.
They play every Fort Wayne team.
After every kickoff, Crown Point just walks off. They don't even care where they start in the field. They have that much trust in their offense. They just walk off the field.
Okay,
they can start on the 1-yard line.
They want to go out and lollygag with Carroll. I feel like they're gonna.
I think Carroll's offense is gonna bring it to them.
No way.
I know their defense is not the best defense in the world, but their offense has really changed them.
That's what I'm saying. The same thing for Crown Point as well. They have a dominant defense, but do we really see? Yeah, they have a dominant offense. Yes, obviously we know
they
that.
scored.
Do we really see them? Do we really see them stopping this wide receiver and quarterback duo?
Yeah, I 110% see that.
I don't know.
It to every single
I don't see this game being within 14 points.
I don't know. I think it'll be a close game, maybe not high scoring.
In the first half.
But I got Crown Point 35 and Carroll, let's see, 26.
Okay, I have Crown Point. I'm going to go give them the big 50 to
50?
50 to 14.
50?
50 to 14.
Goodness.
No, you go first, brother.
You want me to go?
Yep.
Thanks, bro. I think I know Crown Point's going to win this game, but it's going to be a high-scoring game. That's what I'm just going to point out because it's going to be 45-21. I just think that because Carroll's going to put some points on, and they're going to get tired after. They're going to put points on the first half. It's going to be a close game in the first half. But I think Crown Point's just going to lead it away in the second half, and that's what's going to happen.
There you go, Braden.
I don't see this game being within 14 points. I see Crown Point beating them by more than 14. I'm thinking possibly a 40 bomb, but I'm just going to go safe with the 35. I'm going to go with 35. Let's say 14. Hamilton Southeastern 21-45 loss. So they can put up points. Defense cannot supply
Crown Point. They're gonna.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
feel like it's gonna be a great game. But all in all, with that is the NWI High School Football Playoff predictions. I'm signing off. Demari Gordon.
I'm Brody Kosira.
I'm Braden Olson.
And Noah Sina.